Hello out there to all of our subscribers. This is Ryan from the Charts team coming to you on July 3rd, 2022. Today's video we're going to be talking about the Backtest report tool. So I'm currently on the dashboard. If you come over here on the right hand side to quick links, you will click Backtest report tool. You're going to see a disclaimer pop up. You will hit the blue continue button and it will open the SIA Hypothetical backtesting tool. So once the tool is opened, you have to select a report before anything will load. So when we come here to reports, you'll see your daily matrices if you have any to start with, followed by Canadian stock reports, US stock reports, and you can continue to scroll on down. Or you can use the search box up here, which is a lot faster. If you wanted to look at the S&P 100 report, you could filter for that very quickly. For today's example, I'm going to use the TSX 60 report, which is right here. And you'll get this green notification that says report load complete once it's loaded. If you're testing a larger report like the S&P 500 or the Russell 1000, that could take up to a couple minutes to load, so please be patient and do not close the screen. Next, you'll select your date range. So we're going to leave this as is, which is January 2008 all the way till July of 2022. Report options, CAD or US, we're going to leave this in Canadian dollars. Starting value, default is 10 million. We'll leave that as is. We'll put minimum cash in the model of 10%. And holdings, the max is 20. I know the screen cuts off at the bottom here a little bit, but the 20 is at the bottom. And then we're going to use a 10 stock model for the example today. Sector diversification, no limit per sector is the default. You can have up to 10 per sector. Today we're going to do a 2 per sector limit, which will give us a minimum of 5 sectors in our model. And then the strategy rules. You have 3 different rules. You can replace and rebalance all investments each rebalance period. You can hold on to the favorite investments and replace the remaining. Or you can use our SIA calls to action, which is our full methodology. So we're going to do that one for this back test. And you can see the rebalance period grays out as we're no longer doing any monthly, quarterly, or annual rebalance here. And then the benchmarks, you have the SPX, the TSX, and you have the option to add a third and a fourth if you desire. So we're going to click Run Hypothetical Backtest. Again, if you're using a 20 stock or ETF model with a larger report, this could take a little bit longer to load. So be patient and do not close the screen. So our backtest has loaded here. You can see the statistics box. So we have our starting value and our ending value. Trailing performance. So we have a compound annual growth rate of 12.41% versus the S&P and the TSX here. And then the annual performance broken down all the way back to 2008 of what this model has done versus our benchmarks. And then the growth chart, I'll just move this over here so we can fully see it. If we look at all to date, we've done on our model 445.31%. If we wanted to look just year to date, we could come over here and we could see that our model has done 4.49% year to date versus a negative 11.13 for the TSX and a negative 19.14 for the SPX. Now, the reason we had this outperformance is due to raising cash as we've been going through the yellow neutral zone and then moving to a 100% cash position as of June 22nd when we entered the red unfavored zone. So if we come back and look at our holdings, obviously we are in the red unfavored zone today. That's why we are in a 100% cash position. If we move back when we were in the yellow neutral zone, which was after February 17th, so anytime in between February 17th and June 22nd, so say we come here to April 5th, you'll see that we do have some holdings. In this case, we only have about 8 holdings that as we've been trimming cash or raising cash, within the yellow neutral zone. If we come back to prior to February 17th, so if we come here right to February 14th when we still were in the green favored zone, you'll see we have our full 10 holdings and the weightings and the number of shares and the value at that time. So if you would like to export transactions, you click the button here. And if you would like to export this to your My Model section of the platform, you click this here. So we'll do that now. And you're going to get this message that comes across the top saying closing the backtest window before receiving the successful notification will result in a failure to export it properly. So again, you have to be patient. If you're doing a long backtest with a large report and a large number of holdings, then you have to not close the window or you're going to lose your results. So you'll see it might be off the screen, but there's a little green button on the right hand side that is flashing, that is indicating that the report is still loading. So we'll give it a few more seconds here to give us that go ahead. Okay, so we have the backtest results successfully exported to model. So we'll come over here to the models section of your platform, click the summary tab, and this model will save with today's date of July 3rd. So you see backtest 2022-07-03. So when we click on it, you'll have some of the same metrics here that we saw on the other screen: trailing performance, annual performance, holdings. If you wanted to do some transactions as we move back into the green favorite zone, you can do those under the buy sell tab. We have many other videos available on YouTube under the focused video section under education as well as our education section that talk about models, the buy sell tab, the reports tab, as well as our 7 hypothetical SI models that we run on the platform. But if you have any other questions around this or around our strategy in general, you can always email us at info@SIACharts.com or give us a call. We're always happy to chat and answer these questions. And thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.